In the North Highlands Historic District, an English two-door home sits on a hill. The Neil Reed home, owned by Richard Bates, was originally built in 1913 for Wallace Miller, prominent attorney and Macon mayor.
And they lived here until their deaths in 1973. So it was Wallace and his wife and 5 children grew up in the house.
The home was then bought by a Mercer professor who did major renovations. Bates, who has a passion for Neil Reed architecture, said he bought the home from Forest Resource Consultants in 1995.
So basically the house was on a little bit of a steep decline. It was foreclosed on in the 80s. It sat empty for a while. The folks from Forest Resource Consultants bought it somewhere around 1985 on the courthouse steps. So by that time, all of the original light fixtures were gone. The house was seriously overgrown.
Forest Resource Consultants used the house as an office. Most of the backyard was covered in asphalt for a parking lot, which Bates has now replaced with a lush green lawn. Bates says he's almost done everything on the house, with the exception of plumbing. His goal is to restore the home to its original 1913 state.
You know, you get into this and it's a bit like plastic surgery, and you want to change this about yourself, and then you decide you're going to do something else. So that's basically what has happened with the house. It's a continual project, and you have to, basically have the persistence to see it through. And so, for all intents and purposes, I have stopped at this point saying how much, the final price tag is going to be, and I've stopped saying when it's going to be done. So,
Bates plans to have the outside done completely by next year, but the inside will continue past then.
All these lamps that you see, these are originally whale oil lamps.
Historic preservation is important to Bates. He said he's hopeful for the future of downtown.
I think downtown is compared to where downtown was when I moved here, it's really, the last few years, it's really taken off, and I'm really hopeful. And I see evidence of this, although it's very, much pockets, but I really hope that, with downtown coming back, I hope a lot of the inner neighborhoods near downtown will also resurge.
This is Jacqueline Ramkassoon for the Center for Collaborative Journalism.